in today's video, guys, we are going to be breaking down the best ways to do base-to-base fighting. Now, of course, this is going to be personal preference from my point of view. With the units I have, it may vary slightly depending on the current setup you have. But of course, if you think there's anything I've missed, please let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to try and cover it in a future video. With that being said, guys, we've just hit 500 subscribers onto the channel. And seriously, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate each and every single one of you. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button to become part of the Warpath crew. So, guys, as always, if this video helps you, make sure you hit that like button and let me know down in the comments if there's anything else I can help you guys with. Let's jump straight into the video and I hope you enjoy it. So, guys, just before this video starts, announcement for my Discord, where I currently have a Discord that is available for absolutely everyone in my community. And long story short, guys, we are currently made a brand new Warpath section where anyone who wants to talk about Warpath is more than happy to. Everyone can help each other in there. And even if you've got a question for me, feel free to come by and ask anything. And as well, guys, let me know if you are joining for the Warpath section, and you'll be getting your very own tag in the Warpath crew. So, guys, if you do want to check this out, make sure you go check the link out in the description. And as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Let's jump straight into it. So, guys, I kind of wanted to show you how to do base-to-base fighting, but I've arrived and it seems like everyone's online. So online base-to-base fighting is kind of different to offline base-to-base fighting. So when you're offline, you kind of can take your time. You don't need to worry too much. You know, you need to watch your reserves. You don't want to die too much. But at the same time, when you're online base-to-base fighting someone, it's going to be a lot harder because they're actively able to seek down your artillery and kill your artillery as quick as possible. Whereas when you're offline, say like this person's offline, I can start to attack him and I won't have to worry about him jumping out and attacking my units. Now, I'm going to quickly talk to the beginners about the early stage base-to-base fighting. So if you're already established and you want to jump ahead, feel free to do so. You can check out the timestamps below. But we're going to quickly just talk about early game base-to-base fighting right now. So in the early game, before someone is level 30, there is a strategy which a lot of people use where they will start an attack with normally a super heavy. Okay, let's just pretend this is a super heavy. It's gonna be hard because they're gonna come and attack me the moment I start to move. But watch this. If I was to bring my super heavy out, then I would use my artillery to then start attack. I would then initiate the attack and I'd pull my super heavy back, right? Because obviously in early game it won't lock on, so that's why having Antonina Awoken early game is absolutely amazing if you are a base-to-base fighter. But here's the thing, guys, what a lot of people don't realize is about a year ago they had an update with the AA Firebase. Now what the AA Firebase does once you are at a level 30, as you can see here, after upgrading them to level 30, your AA Firebase will increase the firing range of your garrisoned troops. So even if you have, say, a helicopter that only normally shoots 2 grids, if it is garrisoned in your base and you attack someone 5 grids away, it's still going to attack you. This is going to be the same with any unit in the base. So if you are attacking someone under the level 30, then this strategy will work where you could initiate the attack and then pull your attacking unit back and just keep attacking with the Howie, and the only thing that will attack your unit is going to be the actual base, and that obviously does pretty much no damage. So that is a very good strategy for base-to-base if you are a beginner, and if you have maybe Antonina Awoken, this is going to be absolutely amazing. But with that being said, if they have artillery in their base, they might still be able to attack you unless you have Antonina Awoken. And by Antonina Awoken, what I mean, guys, is Antonina's Awoken ability increases the firing range of your artillery by 1 map grid. That's why you could then attack someone from 5 grids away instead of the 4 normal grids. With that being said, though, guys, once someone is level 30, as long as they have upgraded their AA Firebase, which most people will do, you won't be able to use this tactic anymore because the units inside will be able to reach your units if they are further away. I hope this cleared up for all the beginners who are brand new to the game and they're wondering about the tactic with the range, but obviously once they are over 30, that will change. For me personally, I used to have a super heavy. Early game super heavy is amazing. It feels like it's unkillable, and if you pair it with a howitzer, you could literally take on anyone. But things do change. The further you adapt into the game, things will change. So the super heavy is amazing early game, absolutely amazing. The infantry is not that good early game, but end game, like in these later stages where we are now, the super heavy is not the strongest because a helicopter does absolutely shred it. Infantry also shred it, and infantry, although they were bad at the start of the game, infantry are now really good at the end of the game. So let's have a look at what unit is in here. If I see a base base that has rocket launchers and maybe a lot of artillery, then I'm not necessarily going to use infantry to tank the base. Now, my infantry is only a very weak one right now. It's only 8.2 mil. It's just a sort of spare unit. My main units, guys, is the helicopter, the howitzer, and an ATG. So when it comes to attacking a base, you kind of want to have a look at what units are inside. Right now, this guy only has an ATG, but I know his units are outside. He has a rocket launcher. So again, because he has a rocket launcher, I'm not going to use the infantry to tank a base. I would, in fact, use my helicopter to tank the base. Now, these guys are active, and the moment I start attacking, they will come and get me. So I might lose a couple of units here. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to use a buff. I see a lot of comments from one individual named Sky. He's a good friend of mine, but he's always like, Scopes never uses buffs. So we're going to use buffs to make him happy, okay? So we're going to buff up. It's only a small buff. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's only a small buff, but I'm only attacking a couple of people here. It's not a big fight. So let's try and help you guys learn how to do the base to base. It might not go well. As I said, they do have an online rally, which can be very hard to base with an enemy rally when you're solo, because obviously it's so many units against your own. But if I do manage to kill this rally, I don't know how we're going to do it, but if I do manage to kill this rally somehow, for example, we might have a good time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a tactic where I'm going to bring out my ATG. I'm going to have my ATG outside of the base here. I'm going to pre-charge it by attacking a Raven unit. I'm also going to do this with my howitzer so that I can at least get one attack off with my howitzer before I pull it back. Because as soon as I start attacking, I've already fought these guys before. As soon as I start attacking, their army group is very alert, and they will instantly try to attack me. So we'll see what we could do. Let's pull this out. Okay, we'll pull this out too. We'll lock onto that straight away. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, guys, is I am actually going to quickly change my officers over to tanking officers here so that my helicopter might stand a little better chance. And then as soon as he attacks, my howitzer's going to instantly lock on. But as you've noticed, I'm going to pull back straight away. Right, so we're pulling back, but what we're doing is we're pulling back enough just to get some skill shots off. And now I'm going to keep attacking if I can. Right, so there we go. We did lose a couple of troops, obviously, because they have an active rally nearby. But I do believe we managed to take out quite a few. We've done quite a bit of damage to this base, at the same time as trying to, you know, be careful against the oncoming rally. So this guy maybe doesn't know about my fighters. I have pretty decent fighters here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring them out, get some free kills on this guy. Bless his soul. And this guy as well, he's going to bring out his fighters, but I don't think he realizes that he ain't going to be able to win this fight. So we're going to get a couple of kills before he pulls back in. There we go. So let's go back over here now, and we can retrain that one fighter. So when someone is online, guys, it is a very slow process. And I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just say this guy's online. He has all his units inside, and it's a 1v1 online. Now, I myself, I'm 200 mil. This guy is 134 mil. He will most likely lose. It doesn't matter if he's online or not. There's a good chance. Are they attacking me? There's no way, right? No? Wait, maybe? I don't know if they're going to attack me. Let me quickly put my offensive officers on, just in case they decide to attack. And, oh, I think they might actually attack us right here, guys. I think they might actually attack. So we might get to see a bit of an online attack here. He's going to bring out ATGs, guys. ATGs do no damage to my base. This is what I need to worry about, though. I'm going to put my buffs on, guys, because I know they're going to attack me. So this here is going to tank me. There we go. Okay, so one of them's tanking now. So the thing is, guys, I'm not going to be able to do too much right now. I can't use my Howie to attack at this very moment in time because, and the reason for it is there's nowhere for me to jump out. But as soon as I can, I need to focus on killing this howitzer right here. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, I couldn't finish the video for you guys. I will heal up, and don't worry, we'll jump straight back into it. Part 2 of this video is going to come, so bear with me. Just a quick update for the battle report here, guys. This is how many kills. We managed to kill 1,100 units within that time. It isn't enough, obviously, I understand. We died rather fast there because there were so many Howies, but where they surrounded my base, I wasn't able to use my Howies to Howie their Howies and get rid of the major threats. But, of course, we will heal up and we'll try and get you back another base-to-base attack for you. So, guys, we are back with part 2. Obviously, I do apologize for dying there, but we are back. We have transitioned over to this east side of the map, like I said I would, and we are now going against someone who's much stronger. This guy's 186 million. He's much stronger than, obviously, the people we were fighting before. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what's in the base. I see 2 helicopters. I see an ATG. And then I believe these are howitzers. So it might be difficult to use our little baby infantry, but we're going to give it a try, okay? And obviously we can always pull back because we're in that base-to-base fight. We can always pull back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my infantry in position. I'm also going to get my howies in position. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I'm on PC, again, this will be slightly different if you're on mobile, but on PC, I select to have this unit. Then I will drag this unit to attack. And the moment I attack, I'll right-click. Because when I right-click, it's whatever unit I have selected. Oh, whatever unit I have selected, if you right-click, it instantly starts doing this. Same as if you start attacking, it will instantly attack something. So I will drag this on and then instantly right-click. Now, if this dies at a super speed, all I'm going to do is drag this back inside. But I'm going to try and get my ult off first. So as you saw there, I managed to get my ult off. Then my ultimate for my skill. Sorry, my skill. I call it an ultimate, but I managed to get my skill off for my howies. And as you can see right there, we did manage to get just one off. But with that being said, we are indeed might have to use our helis here. Although we're going to lose our helis at pretty much the same speed because of the fact that they have 2 helis and an ATG in there. So I do think that even if we use the helis, they're going to die at almost the same speed. But because he's half HP already, I think we can kill him. So again, we will lose all of my helis here, I do believe, or very close to all of them. But it saves me having to wait for the infantry to retrain. I can get it done in one. So we're going to move this into place. Once again, we're doing the base-to-base combat here, so we are able to be much more efficient of pulling back our unit in time. So instantly going to click on both, and then hopefully by the time that my Howie here helis die, maybe I'm going to get my ult off in time. Though, okay, we did not manage to get it done in time. So as you can tell, it all depends on the units you have inside. So my helis, which were 32 million in power, lasted almost, they lasted a little bit longer, but almost as long as my small little 8 to 10 mil infantry. Now, that's because infantry soak up more damage against helicopters and ATGs, whereas the helicopter will take a lot more damage from them. So it might be stronger, but it's also weaker in that aspect, if that makes sense. So it all goes down to what's in the base. So let's look over this base over here. I know there was a base over... Oh, is my teammate coming to yoink the kills? Mr. Commander looks like he's going to come and try and get my kills. But with that being said, this base here is only 100 mil, so it's not as strong. But it does have here 3 tanks, infantry, and a little baby rocket launchers. So this won't be able to do any damage. It doesn't matter what I use in this scenario, just because of how, you know, it's a much weaker base. But let's see if we can find another base over here somewhere. Here we go. So we're going to have a look at this one. Okay, this one's 92. I don't think there's going to be much, because it doesn't really matter what I use, to be honest. I'm going to be able to kill it in one attack. So, okay, we've got 2 more bases here. So this one's 126. A little bit better. So right now, it looks like he has some somewhat okay rocket launchers. I'm thinking he's got rocket launchers and howitzers. There's no point using my infantry because they will die very fast to the rocket launchers. So let's move into this base here. This base here is going to have... These here are Howies, okay? But the rest of these are all tanks. This is ATG, actually. This would be good to try it, depending on the power. 187. So I feel like it will be the same as what I'm attacking right now. I think that this will do just as well against, you know, infantry as it will against helicopters. So, with that being said...
All we need to do is get one more skill shot off, and if we manage to get one more skill shot off with my Howies, we will kill this base. So with that being said here, we're going to quickly do one more with the infantry. Make sure we put on our defense officers. There you go. As you can see here, they're all retrained, 8.82 million, and we're going to attack, and hopefully we won't have to pull back our Howies into safety, and we can get that skill shot off in time to blow the base up. There it is. The base is blown up. Now we can target his Howies. We're going to lose some Howies, but it's okay. This Howie is dead. And now the rest of them we can take out because we have distance. The helicopters can't attack us. But he had some very strong helicopters in there. Dual strong helicopters is honestly amazing for base defense. You have to think about how, especially if you're in a 1v1 against someone who's online, the moment you lose your howitzers, which do a lot of damage, that is going to be very detrimental to your survivability. Because if you're attacking them with, say, your helicopters, and then you're attacking them with your howies and you lose both, you need to kind of understand what your third unit is. Is your third unit really going to protect you? So for me, I have ATG. It can protect me, but if he has, for example, if he tanks me with an infantry, I'm not going to be able to do anything. It really does depend on what they're using to attack you, and you've got to try and keep your howitzers alive at all costs. So when you do have your howitzer out, I'm going to advise, guys, always be ready to take your howitzer back in, okay? Always be ready to get that Howie back. So whether it be by dragging it or whether it be by, say, having it selected and then you can instantly call it back. However you are going to want to do it. There's obviously multiple methods. You can click like that. It doesn't matter how you do it, but always be ready and alert. The moment you see your howitzers getting targeted, I would honestly advise try and bring them back inside as quick and often as you can, okay? Because you want to try and keep them alive, because it's going to take time for your, for example, your helicopters, your tank, your MBT, whatever you're using to tank, that's going to end up, you know, getting killed. So be ready, be alert, try and keep your howitzers safe. That's my #1 rule whenever I'm doing base-to-base fighting. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. I hope this really did help you guys. Please let me know down in the comments if there's anything further I can help you with. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I hope to see you all in the next video, guys. Take care, everyone.